Broncos eye controversial 2,800-yard receiver in trade for day 2. Pick, a bold move for the future. As the Denver Broncos gear up for the 2025 NFL Draft, all eyes are on their quest to find offensive playmakers who can elevate their new franchise. Quarterback, Bo Nix. With the draft boasting a deep pool of tight ends and running backs, top prospects like Colston Loveland and Omarion Hampton could be in the Broncos' sights when they make their first pick at number 20 overall. However, the wide receiver class this year presents a different challenge. Experts are predicting a down year for wideouts, with many projecting that only 2 pure wide receivers might be selected in the first 32 picks. With that in mind, the Broncos might look elsewhere for help at the position, and an intriguing opportunity has recently emerged. NFL insider Jordan Schultz has reported that controversial Pittsburgh Steelers wide receiver, George Pickens, is a potential trade target for multiple teams. While Schultz notes that the Steelers aren't actively shopping Pickens, this wording is often a negotiation tactic, especially when there are reportedly multiple suitors vying for the young receiver's services. For Denver, the fit seems almost too perfect. The team's current WR1, Courtland Sutton, is in the final year of his contract, and head coach Sean Payton has a history of working with talented but difficult wideouts, having dealt with the complex personality of Michael Thomas during his tenure in New Orleans. Adding Pickens to the mix could provide a much-needed spark for the Broncos' offense. Despite his undeniable talent, Pickens' production has been solid, but not spectacular, and his off-field issues have raised some concerns. With just 1 year remaining on his rookie contract, it's likely that acquiring Pickens wouldn't require a major haul of draft picks. A potential trade could look like this. Broncos receive George Pickens 2025, 6th-round pick, 185 overall. Steelers receive 2025, 3rd-round pick, Euro 85 overall. 2025, 4th-round pick, Euro 122 overall. This trade allows Pittsburgh to part ways with a playmaker who may be heading to free agency soon, while giving the Broncos a talented wide receiver to help accelerate Bo Nix's development in his 2nd year. It's a calculated risk, but if the Broncos can harness Pickens' potential, this could be the move that propels their offense to new heights. If you're a Broncos fan, what do you think of this trade idea? Would George Pickens be the right fit in Denver? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth analysis leading up to the draft. The 2025 NFL Draft is rapidly approaching, and as the anticipation builds, the rumor mill is heating up with speculation. Among the various whispers circulating, one particularly intriguing possibility is that the Denver Broncos could be one of the teams looking to trade up during the first round. This scenario, while still unconfirmed, is worth exploring, as it could have significant implications for the team's future. At present, it is unclear whether the Broncos would move up from their current position at the 20th overall pick, or if they would keep that pick and aim to acquire an additional first-round selection. However, the more likely scenario, if they do trade up, would involve them moving up from the 20th pick, rather than adding another first-round pick. As we await confirmation of this rumor, it's essential to consider the key positions and prospects that Denver might target if they decide to make a move. The Broncos are in urgent need of a running back, and there are a few names that stand out as potential solutions to this need. Ashton Jeanty, Omarion Hampton, and Tre'Veyon Henderson are the top candidates, each bringing unique skills to the table. While wide receiver and tight end are not as pressing priorities, the Broncos could still opt to trade up to secure one of these positions if they find a player who fits their vision for the future. The limited number of blue-chip players in this draft class might drive the Broncos to be more aggressive in their pursuit of a top-tier playmaker, particularly to complement quarterback Bo Nix. When it comes to the wide receiver position, Matthew Golden, Tedairoa McMillan, and Emeka Egbuka could all be potential options for the Broncos if they decide to trade up. In the tight end group, while Tyler Warren seems like a less likely option, Colston Loveland could be an appealing choice. For the Broncos, acquiring a standout playmaker is critical, especially as they look to support Bo Nix in his development. If there is a player they believe can make an immediate impact, don't be surprised if they make a move to secure him. Now, let's turn our attention to potential trade-up partners for the Denver Broncos, if they choose to move up in the first round of the 2025 NFL Draft. Here are 3 teams that could be open to a trade with the Broncos' New York Jets. The New York Jets, entering the draft with a new regime, could be an interesting team to watch. This will be the first time under the leadership of General Manager Darren Maugi, who has ties to the Broncos through his previous role as an assistant to George Pickens. While it's unlikely that the Jets will trade down, there is a possibility that if Ashton Jeanty slips past the 6th pick, Denver could make a move. The Jets could be a prime spot for the Broncos to explore a trade-up opportunity. New Orleans Saints. If Jeanty is still available after the 6th pick and the Jets are unwilling to move down, the Broncos might turn their attention to the New Orleans Saints. Sean Payton's connection to New Orleans has proven beneficial for Denver, as they have made multiple trades with the Saints in recent years, including deals involving Adam Trautman and Will Lutz. If the Saints are looking to strengthen their roster in another area, Denver could look to take advantage of the situation and make a trade. Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins, holding the 13th overall pick, could also be a viable trade-up partner for the Broncos. If Denver's target is Colston Loveland or Matthew Golden, Miami would be an ideal team to approach, as the Broncos would need to leap over the Indianapolis Colts, who pick 14th. If Loveland is still on the board and Sean Payton has his eye on him, the Broncos could make a bold move to secure their desired player. As the 2025 NFL Draft approaches, all eyes will be on the Broncos and their potential strategy. Will they stay put at the 20th pick, or will they make a move to secure a top-tier player? Only time will tell, but if they do decide to trade up, these teams could provide the perfect opportunity for a deal. Stay tuned for more updates as the draft unfolds and the Broncos' future begins to take shape.